My name is Marco Canadea, and I will guide you through what is currently the most modern plastic mixer at HUBER+SUHNER here in Pfäffikon. You will find out how this mixer functions and why HUBER+SUHNER have invested so much in this highly automated plant. As a leading international manufacturer and provider of components and systems for electrical and optical connection technology, HUBER+SUHNER brings core skills in low-frequency technology, fiber optic technology and radio frequency technology under one roof. Wide-ranging expertise in 3 technologies is supplemented by a 4th, the art of plastic manufacturing. Everything in this building revolves around the granulate leaving this compounder. Outwardly unremarkable grains, but on the inside a work of art on the part of research and science, which makes an important contribution to the quality of our cables. At this moment, the substrate is delivered. In order to cope with the plant's flow capacity, the delivery takes place partially in bulk from tank lorries directly into the external silos. This substrate constitutes a large portion of the plastic. But the secret lies in the different additives and the processing. The additives are delivered in various containers, bags, vats or barrels. Upon entering the facility, they are placed on the infeed roller of the high bay warehouse, provided with a barcode and centrally recorded. From here on, the containers are stored automatically. To facilitate frictionless automated processing, the products are first refilled in uniform containers and put back into storage. Distributed across 9 storage levels, software at all times retains an overview of which products are stored in what form. But the system software here can do still more and even has a name. Castor, as the production control system is called, is responsible for a lot of different things throughout the entire production process. You could say Castor is an assistant for the whole plant. Depending on the plastic mixture ordered, Castor follows a prescribed production sequence. It ensures exact compliance with this sequence by assigning the orders to the corresponding workplaces and carrying out checks or performing the work itself. Let's use a practical example to take a closer look at the whole production sequence. We now are at the dosinenter, which looks a little like a long shelf and is operated by an unmanned forklift. Well, not entirely unmanned. Castor is helping. After entering the order, Castor checks its warehouse stocks and has the corresponding containers collected from the warehouse. The forklift truck brings the containers to a particular place on the dosinenter. The scales travel under the corresponding containers and collect the quantities of additives predefined by Castor. After all the additives for the order are on the scales, they are emptied above an opening into the lower floor, where the next process step begins. The goal of this process step is homogeneous mixing of the additives, an important procedure for the quality of the final product. In the mixer, from the outside a large vat, the raw materials are homogeneously mixed using a special procedure. Thanks to the uniform mixing, the prerequisites for uniform quality of the final product are provided. After mixing, the additives drop a floor lower through an opening. The mixture continues its journey and gradually approaches the hot phase, where precision, lots of power and experience are required. Through the opening in the ceiling, the mixture lands in these silver containers, where it joins the substrate and polymers from the storage silos. The additives and substrate are continually dispensed downwards from this weight batcher, once again in the interest of consistent quality. The powder now becomes plastic. From above, the precisely dispensed raw material mixture is fed into the kneading machine at various points.
And now it's really hot. The mixture is turning to plastic. In order to understand the exact procedure, the kneading machine is opened and we ask Dr. Groth what exactly happens in there. Hello, Dr. Groth.
Hello.
Can you explain to us a bit about the procedures during compounding?
Yes, of course. We look inside this kneader, the heart of this facility, which ensures us to make high sophisticated, tailor-made compounds to meet all the needs we have to fulfill in the cables we produce later on. First, we melt the polymers, then we add flame retardants and additives and make this to a new blend to ensure all the needs we have. Within 30 seconds, we get a temperature from room ambition temperature to 200 degrees centigrade. And this to make a compound which lasts for decades.
What are the secrets of a good compound?
Well, the secrets are first the raw materials, then the process conditions from outside, and mainly the process conditions inside, which are the temperatures, the screw speed, as well as the filling degree of the kneader. To ensure all these needs, we have a very high sophisticated monitoring, which you will surely not find anywhere else in this world.
What happens here is mixing at its best. The mixing plant staff have mastered this art, and with this marvelous system are in a position in future to develop new plastic mixtures and bring them to readiness for mass production.
At the end of the kneading process, the mass is granulated by being pressed through a sieve. This produces spaghetti-like threads which, through a rotary knife, cut the resin into small grains. This resin is still hot, so I'm also wearing gloves. The pallets are prefabricated in the same length each. Directly from here, they will be extracted and carried to the cooling, the last process step.
The hot granulate now has to be cooled. This step must be carried out gently. Fine material must not be produced. The granulate is carefully dried on a fluidized bed and then cooled in a pipe system distributed over 2 floors until it reaches storage temperature. The whole building is heated with the occurring waste heat.
After cooling, the finished resin is submitted for quality inspection. Although the whole production process is subject to continuous quality control, the release to manufacturing only comes after comprehensive laboratory tests.
HUBER+SUHNER invests a great deal in consistently high quality standard. Consequently, it takes several days until a freshly produced granulate can be delivered for further processing.
If the resin passes all the examinations, it is filled up in pallets from these silos and sent by lorry to the cable factories in Pfäffikon and Herisau. And I am right back where it all began. The resin can now be used for cable production and contributes a substantial part to the qualitatively high-standing products of HUBER+SUHNER. HUBER+SUHNER puts everything into creating and constantly developing products of the very highest quality. Thank you for your attention.